time to cook, motherfuckers. It's been a while, some would say, you know. It's been a couple weeks, you know, for my 20 fans that watch me. But hey, we're growing. Soon we'll be up there to the millions. Today, you're probably wondering, what are we cooking? We're cooking smash burgers. These are delicious. Hit me. So, this is what our smash burgers are going to look like right here. This is what's going to be on them. We're going to have some lettuce, burger obviously, some onions, pickles, and some cheese. First step is we're going to, make the burger patty shape, I guess. And, you know, it's going to be, it's going to be amazing. Let's get into it. Alright guys, if for some reason you want to follow me on this journey and use my recipe, I don't know why, but we got 2 pounds of beef here, ground beef, organic, no preserves, no hormones, no antibiotics. So we got here, you can tell us the green square stuff in there. Alright, let's get into it. We're going to cut these bad boys open. Actually, let's think about this. I'm going to stab it in the back. Almost cut off my finger. Come on, you fucker. These are not user-friendly, I'm going to be completely honest. Like, you think it would be like a tear you would open? No! Oh my god, this is stupid. It's really stupid. Wash your hands when you're working with this shit. You know, it's bad for you if you don't wash your hands. You don't want to get your customers sick. Alright, we're gonna plop this down. Alright, just like that, we got some cold burger. Alright guys, we got our burgers out of the package, and what we're going to do is kind of split these squares into fourths here, roll them up into some balls, and yeah, those will be our patties. Once we're done with that, we're going to put them in the fridge while we cut our french fries. And yeah, let's get into it. Oh my god, it's so slimy. Let's see, we're going to roll these up into a ball-like figure. Just roll these up just perfectly. Perfect symmetric shape they have to be, or it's going to be terrible. I think it's looking pretty good right there. So we're going to plot that down on our finished pile. And we're going to do a little time lapse of me rolling these up. Prepping other things, we're gonna put these bad boys in the fridge. We'll put them in the fridge, put some saran wrap on. And while we do this, we want to make sure we don't touch the burger, because this raw meat can really contaminate a lot of things, man. And food safety is just our top priority. So we're gonna wrap this like that, like that. Make sure it's all sealed, like a vacuum. And rip this. Oh, the teeth are up here. That makes it easier. There we go. That's good enough. Whatever. All right, guys. Our next step is the french fries. We got 4 beefy potatoes here. That might be too much potatoes, but I'm not complaining. So what we're going to do is peel the skin off here, because I don't really want skin on my potatoes. So what we're going to do is kind of... I don't know, peel it back. Slowly but surely we'll do it. Alright guys, here we are. We got our potatoes mostly peeled, I would say, give or take. Whatever. You eat a skin, you eat a skin. The question is, I don't know how to, cut these into french fries. I got zero clue. I don't know. But this magical button can summon someone.
What you need here is a knife, not a little knife, a real knife.
You gotta introduce yourself.
I'm the knife guy. Here's a dog. We take up a tatty, put it down hard, and you gotta watch out, you lose a finger here. What you do is you put some pressure in the middle of the blade, you shit in half like that, then you cut that in half, then you cut that in half, then you cut this in half here, and then you cut that in half, and you go cut in half, and that in half, and then what you do is you cut that in half. And what you're left with here is French fries. You leave them fat if you want to be steak fries, cut them real skinny like if you want to be French fries of the shoelace variety. So you cut in half, and you cut these in half. Here's a shoelace French fry, here's a steak fry.
Thank you, fine sir, for helping me learn how to cook these French fries. Cut that, John. Alright. We got our French fries cut up. And now what we're gonna do is put them in freezing cold water for like give or take 30 minutes. It really makes those French fries better, apparently. Alright, here we are. Time to make some burger sauce to put on these burgers while we're waiting for the French fries to sit in the water. So here we are. First up, ketchup. Put a healthy amount in there. Next up, mayo, mayonnaise. I don't know, one of those. And also we want like a healthy amount. Slightly less than ketchup, but still. Oh, bear with me here. Alright, there we are. Now, we got some honey mustard. Definitely don't want as much as what we did with the mayo and ketchup. Want, like that much. You can see right there. And now we got some sriracha. Open this. Definitely don't want it slightly less than what we got for honey mustard, like that. You can see it's, you know, on top of it. It's right out right there. Anyways, now we got some garlic powder. Just need a little bit. So a little sprinkle. Not a whole lot. Just enough so it really adds to the thing. We got some pepper. A good amount in there. Got some salt. And, well, these are our pickles for the burger. We didn't actually have a real pickle, so we'll have these. But we're going to put some pickle juice in here. Just a little drop of pickle juice here. That's probably good. So now what we're going to do, stir this up, huh? Just get a little mixing so it's all mixing up. Have a nice looking texture to it. And oh man, that smells good. That smells real good. Real good, huh? Just like that. Oh, that's looking real good. Oh, taste dip, the assistant says. Wow. 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 I love this sauce because it has a little bit of sweet, but also a little bit of tanginess. Perfect combination. Tax the taste buds. Tax them. Really attacks those. Man, that's going to be a good burger sauce. Alright, so before we start cooking the burgers, I'm going to start making the toppings. I got pickles over there that I showed making the sauce. I just took them out of the bag. But now we're making some thinly sliced tomatoes. I only like tomatoes on the burger when they're thinly sliced. They can't be chunky or thick. I don't know. I already want it. You get the point I'm trying to say. So what we're going to do, thinly slice these tomatoes. A little too thin. That works. Alright folks, now we got some lettuce for the burger. Before cutting this, we want to wash all of that preservative, dirt, grime, whatever's on there. You never know. We're just gonna cut off this end just like that. Because you don't want to eat that, do ya? We're gonna kind of dice our lettuce up here into little pieces because when making a burger, I don't like big chunks of lettuce that are sticking out of the burger. It's just fucking annoying. So here's what we're gonna do. I'll move this over here, and we're just gonna cut little strands of pieces of lettuce, just going all the way. We're going all the way here. I was close, just stabbed myself with this flipping knife. We're gonna move this lettuce over here. Yeah, keep cutting, they say. Alright, there's some lettuce. Oh my god, I don't have my apron on! Goddamn idiot, hold on. Such an idiot. Anyways, yeah, moving on. You can't forget your apron, especially me, because I'm a cool cook, professional cook, all of the above. Back to what I was saying. Lettuce. Just keep cutting that bad Johns right up. Alright, we got our lettuce here. Plop all that in there. Here we are! Trying to cut this onion off. Alright, there we go. Onion. So here's my plan. Kind of scheming as I work through things. So, we're gonna try one burger to experiment it. So when I smash the patties, I wanna put like strings of onion on top of the burger. And I smash onions into the burger. So we'll see how that turns out. But we're not doing that for every burger. And then for the rest, we'll just have chopped onions for the, just a regular topping. Alright, clan, here we are. We're, for the toppings, onions, we're just gonna put them in this cubulator. Supposedly, onions make you cry. Alright guys, here we are. So what we're gonna do, off screen I put the potatoes in a strainer and draining the water from the potatoes, separating those. Purpose of putting the potatoes in the water was getting the starch out of the potatoes. So now what we're gonna do is spray this down so the potatoes don't stick to the pan. We don't want that. Just give it a nice healthy spray, just like that. Now, follow me over here. What we're gonna do is just take these potatoes, dump them into here. Dump them into here. And spread them. Made a little mess in there. So we're gonna spread these evenly. So what we're gonna do is do this, make sure all the potatoes are dry, just press them. We don't need to be super, what's the word for it? Thorough, thank you, about it. Just enough to get the general point across. Just keep pressing those potatoes. Anyways, well, off camera, put some olive oil on these things, make sure holds the seasoning better. And today we're using Chemex Spud Fixin'. Here we go. So what we're gonna do, sprinkle some of this on. That's probably good enough, right? Probably. All right, now we're just gonna mix them. Just make sure they all get the same leaven. So yeah, we put the French fries in for like 15 to 20 minutes. You want to check them every 5 minutes, you know what I'm saying? They've been in there for what? Yeah, 5 minutes now, but periodically check them every 5 minutes. Give them a little stir, a little mix around so they're not sticking to the pan. And 390 is what we got them at. So what I did, I put this on medium heat. As it's rising up, we were putting our burger buns first while the pan's clean. I put spread some butter and put them face down while they get a little toasty. We got to keep checking them though, make sure they're. It's still heating up. It's still heating up. So we got some time. Get this butter. I got the spreadable butter so it's easier, and just get it to spread across. You have to work out a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And get it to go all the way across. Alright guys, pan's heating up. And these buns are they're starting to brown. I want to show you in a couple seconds here. These buns are just starting to brown a little bit. Look at this. Perfect. Alright guys, buns are done. We got our burgers here, and we're gonna press them onto here with this thing. Here we go. Oh, jeez. Messed that up, didn't I? Hey, burger still tastes like burger. Hey, we're learning. All right, guys, we smashed the burger. I'm gonna just separate these things a little bit and while we're waiting for the cheese to melt. All right, guys, here goes again. I don't know if these are cooked in the middle. People eat raw meat in Asia all the time.
I'm gonna go a little further longer.
This isn't the cheese, this is the onion. Alright, taking out the french fries. Oh boy, here we go. Alright, burgers. I got my double patty here. Put it right on the bun. Here's what I'm gonna do. I like putting my lettuce first. We're gonna get the good lettuce that's under here. Sprinkle it across, right? Just like that. That is terrible presentation. Oh my. Here we are, just toss it all on there. We're gonna get a tomato slice. Well, just one, because we're gonna get a pickle. Couple onions. And then what we're gonna do is put some burger sauce, mix that around, plop it in right here. Wow, that's upside down. You get the point though. Get some flippin' french fries, huh? Toss them right there. We're gonna grab a little more. Oh, they're going everywhere. Ketchup is not out, but the ketchup's gonna go right here. All right, guys, here's my burger. Don't mind, I by accident used two bottom buns. That's embarrassing. I know, but yeah, this is the presentation. Thanks for coming along this journey. There are some struggles along the way. Not as much as last time, though. But there's still a few, but we ended up doing all right, and we'll try dipping this french fry. We'll taste. Solid 10 out of 10. I don't even know how I'm gonna attack this, but we're gonna do it. All right. Ten out of 10, as always. You know, you couldn't expect any less. That is a perfect burger right there. We'll see you next time with Cooking with Connor.